What's up guys? Today we're gonna be going on a field trip to Office Depot to buy a PC.
And hopefully we can buy one that can be upgraded to game, but we're gonna find out after we walk into Office Depot. But first, a word from today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by our friends at GVG Mall. Listen up guys, if you're a new PC builder or just somebody with an unactivated copy of Windows on your gaming PC, you definitely should listen up because GVG Mall is the go-to place to get Windows 10, Windows 11, and even more game keys.
Activating Windows is much easier than you might think. All you have to do is use the link in the description down below to go to GVG Mall, use code TB20 to save quite a bit of money, buy the key that you need for your PC, and then all you gotta do is copy and paste that code and boom, you now have an activated version of Windows.
At GVG Mall, they also have access to Office keys for those who want to pay for the Microsoft 365 suite. You can get those as well from GVG Mall, and we just love using GVG Mall to activate our personal rigs and also computers we test here on the YouTube channel. And whether you're rocking Windows 10 or Windows 11, they have you covered and will save you a ton of money over buying an OEM key. So definitely check that link down below to take advantage of the awesome deals that GVG Mall has to offer. And big shout out again to GVG Mall for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get into it. But anywho guys, as Jonah's climbing in the car, we're going to Office Depot because we always do this thing on the channel, if you've been a long-time subscriber, where we go to retailers that just sell normal office computers and try to upgrade them to game. For the most part, obviously we looked online, Office Depot does not have anything with a GPU, right?
You know, I didn't see anything, but you never know.
You never know. And if we're surprised and there is one, hey, we'll just get that. But the idea is we'll go in and find a comparable office computer that we could upgrade with a graphics card in the future. We don't know what graphics card yet, depends on the system. And just kind of see what the pricing's like. Is it fair? Is it foul?
Have we ever been to Office Depot for one of these? I know we did Max, because that's where we got kind of like hounded.
Yeah, so Office Max we did a while, like years ago.
God.
And I remember they were constantly like harping on us for upgrades.
It was like as we were leaving too, it was funny.
Yeah, so we'll see if that's the same thing. We'll find out if they try to push antivirus or anything like that on us.
We have Office Depot and a tile shop.
They're gonna bug the heck out of us.
Jonah's gonna have so much trouble recording, I bet.
Oh wait, hold up. Here you go, guys.
Oh, look how much they are.
Let's cop. Let's cop. I'm just like walking. I don't even know where the computer
So
is.
like, here's laptops.
All right, we got laptops. What are the laptops looking like? We got IdeaPads. We got Pentiums. We got a VivoBook with a 7000 series Ryzen in it.
Huh.
Oh, let me see. Let's pull up Task Manager real quick.
Oh look, you can like it's literally like it's not even a demo mode. It's just on.
7520U.
Okay.
How much is that? 4 or something? It's cool to see Ryzen in here. Normally it's just all Intel stuff.
Oh,
wait a goddamn minute.
You remember when I went to Staples and I got like 5 office chairs that run close? Dude, this thing looks squishy.
The RS Gaming. There's a gaming
Oh,
desk.
look, it's like a whole setup.
You know what's coming next, guys.
Oh, and they have Updesk now?
The desktop.
Weren't we just here? Uh-oh. Oh my god.
Oh no.
An Idea Center with 12 gigs of RAM, a 1 terabyte hard drive and a 256 gig SSD and a 12400?
What did this guy get us into?
Dude, that, oh my god. Here's a pavilion with a 5700G for, dude, I swear I did not. I saw better stuff online.
Oh my god.
And it said it was in person.
It's almost like they're dipping their toes into gaming without having anything that can actually game. Membrane? Ew. Mechanical? We're missing a key already? Come on, guys.
All right, so here's what we got.
Okay.
So that's the 5700G that we saw. Well guys, we came here to buy a PC, and this seems to be the best price to performance. At 530 bucks, we get a 14th gen i5, 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gig SSD. We don't know if it's dual channel. We don't know if it's a Gen 4. We don't know what cooler it's gonna have. It's a Lenovo. We don't normally buy these.
So yeah, we'll get it. We'll give it a shot and see. Price performance is gonna take a lot of wowing to get it up to the best price performance we've done when we're on these videos, but we'll see if we can get it, because that's always the challenge.
So there's 93 in stock.
90, where?
I don't know.
Where are the 93? We're gonna find them and then we'll get it, and hopefully we can upgrade it with a graphics card, depending on what the power supply is. The power supply is gonna be definitely a gamble. We just gotta see what we get with it and decide from there. Thank you very much.
All right, appreciate it.
You too.
Light work.
Oh God, that was light work.
We almost got sold something again.
They tried to upsell as like their membership program or something, but it was better than them being like, you want antivirus? Do you want Microsoft Word? So it was better than that, but $561.79. It wasn't like best price performance out there. I think the Micro Center deal we got before was definitely better, but we're gonna take it back, see what's inside, and decide what GPU we can upgrade with it.
Let's do it.
We're back with the Lenovo Tower from Office Depot. We're gonna open this thing up, see what's inside, but really we just gotta see what kind of power supply we got, and that'll determine our GPU upgrade path.
Well, yeah, we don't really know the PCIe. What if it has no PCIe? Then what? The video just
Then we're
over?
doing an iGPU test, and then we're gonna be like, you cannot buy a gaming desktop from Office Depot.
Mmm.
Well,
Yep. Flat.
It's just as bad as I expected. Oh, how about this one?
All right, it's power cord, mouse. Okay.
Foam looks solid. Foam solid.
Solid foam.
And yeah, I mean, it's a silver version of the Lenovo towers we've seen before. And
Looks like a Victus.
I will say the ports on the back are quite limited. That can't be just all USB 2, right?
I don't know, they just kind of look like it. They're not blue.
That's a lot of USB 2 if that's what that is.
Well,
Yeah.
four USB, Ethernet, HDMI, and VGA, because this does have, oh, it doesn't even have a speaker or a mic in port, does it? Is it on the front? No. Combo headphone jack.
We got
all
USB
around.
3 up front at least.
For sure. We do have a USB Type-C as well, and is that oh my god, it has a DVD drive. Kind of weird. For 14th gen.
I love it. All right, so what's it looking like?
Cooler?
What is this? This is gonna cause a lot of problems, by the way.
So we have a Huntkey 80 plus gold, watt output 258.
258 is pretty bad, actually.
Yeah, I think that is. I was trying to see if there's, if that's like just a rail, but I think that's 250 watt.
Okay.
Did they give us any? Nope, no expansion.
Nothing.
There's only one GPU that belongs in this system.
So it has like the little tunnel air system for that.
Which is interesting.
We have single channel memory.
We do have a, what kind of drive is this? 512 gig, there's like no brand on it. EM9C1A. McAllister, look that up and tell us what you find. Oh, is this single channel RAM?
It is, baby.
Oh.
This deal is just, this is hurting.
Is it DDR5 at least? I was supposed to say, dude, this is like, it's like dead stock, dude. No, it's 5600 megahertz.
Okay,
SK
all
Hynix.
right, so we got DDR5. That's nice at least. Single channel DDR5 is not as bad as single channel DDR4, but still not great. I mean, to be fair to Office Depot, they're definitely the Office crowd. And an Office user will not notice the difference really between single and dual channel memory. It will be fine. But this thing isn't super upgradable, and it's kind of the trend we've noticed with newer Office computers. It's just making it harder and harder to buy these from these retailers and plop in a GPU.
I will say though, I think we got the space for a 2-fan 3050. I don't, because if you look, they have like this area cut out, and there's no way the card is this tall. So
Do we just go grab one at this point?
yeah, let's go grab a 3050 from PC Bros.
PC Bros iTech. Jonah did not want this to happen.
That's where we should have gone.
Jonah's like, another 3056 gig? Another one?
3050.
3056 gig. We got an Asus dual model that'll do the job.
Well, this is gonna be kind of easy, huh?
This will be very easy.
We don't even really need to, I mean, we already have tested, 14 gen, 13 gen iGPUs, so we don't even need a comparison.
And also
guys.
single channel iGPUs. I'll save you all the pain. I hope. Lift up, okay.
Okay. Oh, it slides up?
Oh, you're about there. You're about there.
So do this, and then I...
This one needs to come over. You keep getting it. Okay, there you
Hey, I did it. You know what? You don't even need to really add this back if you do have problems.
go. We have so much room for activities. If we just had a bigger power supply, when you think about it.
You're having a problem right
Oh,
here.
yeah. Okay.
He's starting to take back what he's saying.
Wow.
Office Depot.
So this is really designed for like, I don't even know if we can blame Office Depot.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Guys, we don't have time for this crap, okay? Let's go ahead and make sure that this is in there. We're gonna bend this metal back. All right.
I have a strong feeling
Back.
this is not going to go back on
Back.
properly.
Will it be as hard to get back on as it was to get off?
Probably harder.
What's it hitting?
Oh, here you go.
Yeah, it's like slide. See, look at that.
Hey!
Fitment.
Well, look at the clearance.
Fitment.
Jonah. Look at that clearance.
No modifications needed.
Yeah, thank you, Lenovo, for giving us that at least.
I guess. Yeah,
I
we had to
guess.
bend it a little bit, but it's back to normal.
So yeah, we'll put this panel back on, and I guess we'll test this thing in games as long as everything works properly.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to do some math to see, because these GPUs, they are down to like 165-ish, but this system we paid, what was it, like 580 after tax?
It's like 567.
567 after tax plus another, I mean, so we're into this thing. I mean, this isn't cheap, but it is 14th gen.
So you got that at least. So yeah, we'll do some benchmarks, do a 30 mark score and all that sort of fun stuff. But hey, I'm excited to see what this thing can do. There's like no other fans in this too, by the way. So again, at least it's a 3056 gig. But Office Depot, do you have a chance here? Let's game and find out.
We'll do it. All right, guys, we are playing Warzone, and we are currently at 1080p, not 1440p. Balanced preset with no upscaling, and we got max FOV of 120.
DLSS will be nice to try here in a bit because we do have the CPU horsepower to do it.
We definitely do. Now, one thing that we already noticed, kind of like sitting in warm-up, is so the CPU should be able to boost like, what was it, close to 5?
Yeah, like 4.6, 4.7 gigahertz.
4.6 gigahertz, and then it should be able to do like upwards of 148 watts, but as you can see, we're nowhere near that on the CPU reading. There's always a chance that our MSI Afterburner is just wrong. It has been wrong before, believe it or not. But it's just something to note. You know, I wonder if we were missing any performance with this OEM system.
We also are pretty pinged at 100% on the GPU, so it could just be chilling because it's bottlenecked by the GPU.
It just doesn't need to do anything. You know?
Just like that, I've done all I can do. I'm not seeing any major stutter from the single 16 gigs. It's kind of what we expected with DDR5.
What are you doing now?
Right?
Oh my God, he's yelling. He's yelling. He said, "Help!" Oh.
He's like, where'd that guy go?
Oh my God.
You're low on both guns.
Where is he?
All the way down there on the boat.
What? Oh, my mouse got caught on something.
Oh, didn't matter.
He can't hit me. He can't hit me.
Go pick up his buddy.
There ain't gonna be nothing left to pick up. I might die.
No!
Ow.
Oh God! And I got standing right behind you. I saw him just, he was like sitting
That's
on
what
there.
you meant by oh my God.
Yes.
Oh. So now we're getting like 100 plus FPS with a little bit of DLSS set to performance mode at 1080p. If these were real frames, I'd be hitting these. Oh!
It's
Don't
the
look
fake.
at me. Fake frames. Oh!
Michael! Michael, no! Michael, stop! Do they got a riot shield?
Oh God.
Ah! Michael! Oh my God! That's terrifying.
Dude, this is so stupid.
You got rebel scum!
Uh-oh. Oh, this guy's alive. Holy crap.
Blood white.
Oh my God, make it stop. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Who's hanging out over there?
What is that? Look, they're they're
They're like, let's get him. Oh, that's Warzone, baby.
Wow. Well, I'm curious to see what another game will do. If we don't get another game to get the gigahertz up a little bit, which I did see like 3.6 per second there, we might have to run like OCCT just to make sure this thing actually gets the wattage and frequency that it needs.
Next game.
Okie dokie, gamers. We're in the finals. It's going to cut me out right there. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we're in the finals. We're currently on 1080p DLSS performance on low settings. Really trying to take advantage of that CPU and try to stress the CPU a little bit. But we noticed when it was doing shaders on launch that it was kind of doing the same behavior, but kind of worse. So seeing like 2.6 gigahertz. And now it's well below 3 at this point. So it's one of two things. One, it's either the CPU is actually overheating and it's quickly throttling, or the motherboard is just limiting it. And I'm almost leaning the motherboard limiting option, but who knows? I can't hit a single shot. Oh, and this guy's right in front of me again.
He's back. Oh, just like before you're reloading.
Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah. I did it! Casual gameplay. Yeah, goodbye turn. Oh, no!
It's him.
No! Oh!
This is a close one.
Oh, the mega damage.
No one can even get up there.
I can't even get up there. I think it's done for. Team, we're all on the ground. Who? Oh, okay, that's okay with me. That was exhilarating gameplay, but yeah, I guess we'll run 3D Mark obviously to get our cent per point average, but then we'll run some OCCT, see what the average like frame, not frame rate, the average clock speed's going to be. I would say the finals, I don't think we went over 3 gigahertz. So we'll run that, see what's going on, and talk about our conclusion, because obviously not the best price performance for sure, but we got a computer and we upgraded it to game. Okay, so as you can see on screen here, we did some OCCT benchmarking and noticed that it was immediately throttling down to like 60 watts, below 3 gigahertz, all that. Went to the BIOS, tried to enable a setting that was gonna be high performance, went back in, didn't make much of a difference. So we're gonna eliminate the potential like theory of thermal throttling by, well, forcing a better cooler, because look at that cooler, that's not great.
Yeah, so, I mean, these things, supposedly they can pull upwards of like 140 something watts, so it kind of makes sense that, like, let's be honest, stock cooler just isn't going to be enough for that to fully be utilized. So, honestly, if this does work, it's going to be kind of like a little bit of a shame on Lenovo kind of deal, because like you might as well just be using i3s. There's no reason to put an i5 in this if you can't even utilize it.
Yeah, so we're gonna put this on here. Obviously, this is not going to fit in here permanently, but this is our way of just like, hey, side panel off, let's see if the thermal issues is the problem, or if the motherboard is still holding it back. If we use this cooler and it still does the same thing, then it's most definitely some sort of motherboard setting. So we're gonna prove it for you guys today and see how the mounting works.
See what this looks like in a minute here. So we were gonna try to replace the cooler, but we really need a different backplate, and this one is actually like literally built in. So, you know, just for fun, I could try to see if I
You
can.
could try to get the rest on it. Like at this point, it's gonna be like out of the, I just wanna know, can a cooler fix it? Like, can we get enough pressure on it? Just enough to like test it? All right, well, we've come this far,
For
buddy.
science.
Put the V-True on, put it on, put it on. This should be illegal.
Let's plug in our fan. It's not gonna be RGB for now, because, well, I
think
say
we'll-
for now, it may never be RGB.
I don't think it deserves to be RGB.
Boom. All right. Well,
Let's see what happens.
let's do it.
All right, guys, it's the next day, and we now have our RGB cooler, not RGB, on the i5. I have a feeling this is gonna make a big difference. We're gonna run the same stress test we did where it immediately crashed down, but let's see. Oh,
There it goes.
there we go, it's waking up.
Here, what, 78 watts, 3.5 gigahertz.
But look at this, it's running at 42 degrees Celsius at 100%, we're only at 65 watts.
Yeah, no, this is so strange. And we're using 100% of the CPU. Well, I don't know. It's kind of doing the same thing as before. So I guess it wasn't really thermal throttling necessarily.
That's wild, which makes this even, honestly, I don't wish thermal throttling, but I kind of wished it was, because then it's like, oh, they should just put a better cooler on this. But
Yeah.
clearly, either power related for whatever power concerns, or what, I don't know if it's the power supply, or...
I mean, it does quite literally only have a 4-pin for the
Yeah.
CPU, which I'm sure it can provide. I don't know. I would think maybe like 100 watts would be safe through like a single 4-pin like that. But my big thing is this feels like the equivalent of putting a K processor in like an older H series board, you know?
Yeah, so I think our conclusion is pretty obvious. If you're going to go with this power supply, go with an i3. The i5 doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
No.
They forced this in here, and it's just not being used nearly as much as it should have. I mean, you know, we're not getting the full use of the i5, so why use the i5? So now we can put this back together, and then we'll wrap this video real
Conclusion
quick.
time.
Yeah.
All right, guys, well, the computer is pretty much back in stock form. We actually have the GPU sitting outside of it, which normally we wouldn't do. This would just be ready to go to PC Bros and sell, but we're not really sure what we're gonna do with this PC because, interestingly enough, Matt will tell you guys about the score it got in just a minute, but even with the aftermarket cooler and everything, we did not get any better boost frequencies, no more wattage to the CPU. This thing compared pretty similarly to a PC that had an i3 10100 and a GTX 1070, so we know it wasn't the GPU holding it back. It was literally this motherboard just not allowing the CPU to boost.
Of course, we ran 3D Mark times by so we can see those numbers to compare across all the other PCs we tested here on the channel and ended up with a score of 5,290, which is a 14 cent per point score. And to reference the PC build Jackson was talking about a few videos ago, we did the Jawa versus eBay challenge. My Jawa PC that I paid $479 for came with an i3 10100F and GTX 1070 and got a score of 5,832. So this CPU being a much better CPU than a 10100, it's really being held back by probably the motherboard or power delivery, whichever it is, Lenovo. We just really hope that these desktops have more upgradability. It is sadly a trend we see in the PC space now where a lot of these office computers just don't offer nearly as much as the beloved Dell Optiplex did back in the day. But hopefully you guys can change. Maybe this video will be a little inspiration for you guys, but only we can hope. So if you guys want to shop for a PC at Office Depot, I guess I'll leave a link to this PC down below. Don't really recommend you pick it up at the current price, but if it was a lot cheaper, maybe it works for an office PC. But even for an office PC, we were having a discussion off camera, a person probably wouldn't notice the difference between a 14 Gen i5 and a 14 Gen i3. So this i5 kind of seems like a waste in this computer.
So as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's field trip. If you did, check out our other two YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
So yeah, this PC came out to like $750 with the GPU installed, and honestly, you can get a custom build for that price over at PCBros.tech.
PCBros.tech. Don't worry about upgrading these office PCs that might not be worth it for you when you can buy a custom PC ready to go. Use code ToastyBros on checkout. You'll save 3% on your next purchase. See you guys later. Goodbye.